Hey guys, long time no see. This will be my review of E3 of 2012. I just wanted to do a video on since there's a lot and I don't feel like typing it all. Nice to see y'all again. So I'm going to be looking at my notes, so excuse me if my thoughts are a little cluttered, but my notes are very scribbly. Um, but I'm just going to go over some of the stuff that I liked. Hopefully I can keep this under 10 minutes. It'll be a push though. So the Microsoft conference. To me, it wasn't really that impressive. To me, it was more about the web apps or the apps that you can use on Xbox, which I guess is how they made their stay or their prominence over the other consoles. So I guess I can't really blame them that they talked about their new apps. But I don't really give a shit. I mean, I love their apps, but that's not news. Xbox Smart Glass. Essentially, to me, what that seems like is a Bluetooth connected device. Oh yeah, I can sync my Bluetooth on my iPhone right now to my car. I feel like it's just going to be the same thing. It's just syncing your devices to your Xbox and then having some useless content you're not going to look at on your phone anyway. Now for the games that they featured, let's see what I have. Halo 4 looks pretty cool. I'm always a fan of the Halo games, so I'm a little biased there, but looks really nice. The graphics are pretty good, but the only thing that I don't like about it is that they have the glowy characters. It's this new trend, like that and zombies. I'm so sick of I love zombies, but I'm so sick of games using zombies as a cop-out to sell games. I feel like this is the same with the glowing characters. So they glow and you hit the glow and then they go boom and they explode and they die. I feel like this is a new trend along with zombie thing. Anyway, I'll get to the zombie thing later. But other than that, Halo 4 looks pretty cool. Definitely buy that when that comes out because I like Halo. Oh, the game Matter. That kind of interests me. It looked like a pretty cool game. It reminded me of Portal, but a lot more sleek. They didn't really divulge too much in it, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll have a demo or something, and I can play that when it comes out. I'm kind of interested in that. Thought it was funny that Xbox got, or Microsoft got Usher to sing when Ubisoft had Florida, or Florida. It's like they're trying to upstage each other with artists. I almost, when I was watching the PS3 conference, they were playing music, and I almost could have sworn it was CeeLo, but it wasn't. I was kind of disappointed. Oh yeah, they announced Black Ops 2, so everyone I'm sure was excited for that, but to me, Black Ops is the same old game, nothing new, just a different map. Not that inventive. It's kind of like Battlefield 3, just those first-person shooters that you play till you can memorize the maps when you fall asleep. Forza Horizon, I really like that, but I also really like Forza and racing games in general. Didn't really see too much from the actual showcase, but I still think it's cool. Along the same lines, I don't know if anyone else noticed this in the conference, but it seems like all the games they announced were the same thing over and over. That being a lead up to Gears Judgment. I know it's more focused on Barrett, I believe, but it just looks like the same game, same horrible dialogue. But I don't know if I'll buy that one. That might be a rental. So I'm going to move on to the EA one, which I only have seen PC though. Let me find it in my notes. Oh, Dead Space 3. Oh, who doesn't love Dead Space? Seriously, it's so creepy. The brand new thing with Dead Space is that they're releasing the co-op gameplay, which some people, I was talking to one of my friends that he was saying oh, it's not going to scare you, but for me, I really do love co-op games. I like sharing that experience with someone, and I guess it'll be a cool thing to see if they can live up to keeping the scariness with another person with you. So we can see. But it looks really neat. I think it'll be a good game. What's the next? Oh, the Need for Speed Most Wanted. To me, it was kind of a ripoff of the Forza community because they kind of hoard out the Most Wanted community for Need for Speed. But I guess, that's the new hip thing now is online communities. So that's not bad. It looks good. I don't think it's a purchase for me, but more of a rent to to play just so I've played it. What else was on E3? Oh, Battlefield 3. Like I just mentioned earlier, same deal as like Call of Duty. It's like the same gameplay, like not very fun. Well, it could be fun. I mean, I guess it's fun for the people who play. But for me, I kind of like things that are different or have different plots than the same, you know, shoot the enemy and die and you're dead kind of thing. Ubisoft is like one of the ones I actually got to watch in full because I wasn't at work. The only ones I got to do that for were Ubisoft and Sony, or part of Sony. Where the hell are my notes for that one? Alright, here we go. Oh, this goes on par with the fucking conference too. Like, Just Dance 4. Like, am I 14? Do I really care about... Does any gamer at E3 give a shit about the dancing games? No. Like, a serious gamer, like, well, I guess... I mean, we all have our little guilty pleasures, so maybe a serious gamer really likes the dancing games. Who knows? But, like, no one cares. Why would you open with that? All I could think about during the whole presentation was Danger Zone! And, Archer, since the presenter was Aisha Taylor, who plays Llama in Archer, which is a great show. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's really funny. Anyway, ZombiU didn't really... This is the whole thing with, like, let's make a game with zombies in it so it can sell, and let's not give a shit about what it really does. Like, I don't know. I like zombies, but I'm almost zombied out. I don't know if that's even acceptable as a zombie fan. But, it looked alright. Some people were saying it reminded them of 28 Days Later because it takes place in the UK, but UK zombies aren't that scary because where are they going to go? The island ain't that big. Assassin's Creed, I guess if you're into that game, it's pretty cool, but I'm not that into it. It kind of looked like Red Dead Redemption a bit, like the scenery, and you're riding on a horse and you're killing things like animals, and even like the map part did too. What did I write? The only thing that I thought was cool was like that the swinging from the trees and how he's hopping in the live demo was pretty neat. I thought that was kind of cool. But to me, like, the graphics weren't that great. Like, that cutscene was horrible. Hopefully it was compressed because it looked like shit. What else do I have? Oh, I think that I didn't quite catch the name. I should have looked at it more. But I think it was called Dot Connection. That game with the data, your digital shadow, or your data shadow. So it's I kind of like that concept because I work for like a data company, so it's kind of like, that's my company taking over the world. I'm kind of interested in that. Though they showed a QR code, which is totally, who uses those? No one. But I thought it was funny. And especially during the demo, I was watching E3 on TV. All the swears I was in the game, like, all I heard was like, beep, 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 beep. It was pretty good. But that game looks pretty stellar. I think I'll probably rent to buy that one, I think. But yeah, the Ubisoft one was not that impressive. There's a couple cool ones that I thought might be worth a check out. Next, Sony. So they opened with Ellen Page starring in the new game Beyond from the same people who made Heavy Rain. So I loved Heavy Rain. So I'm kind of excited for Beyond just because it's the same people. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do. I'm sure it's going to be like engaging and addicting just like Heavy Rain was. I played Heavy Rain in like a weekend because it was so good. I thought Ellen Page was a voice in The Last One of Us too, but it didn't sound like her when they were playing the demo. So I could be wrong. But if that's so, it's like she get a sick deal with Sony or something. Oh, so that Beyond, I couldn't really tell too much what was going on with that game, but it looks neat and I'll probably play it. Last of Us, oh, dude, that's like one of my most anticipated games. I know I was bitching about zombies before, but like it's not just the zombie part that gets me. It's like the graphics are so clear and crisp on the game, and also like the gameplay looks amazing. Like, it's just so violent and cruel, and like in the demo he like takes a guy hostage and the guy's like, don't shoot, and then the other guy he's like shooting at, he kills the guy he's shooting at, and then he kills the guy who's hostage. It's pretty fucking awesome. I was really impressed with the gameplay, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be that like neat. And something I thought was really funny is in the background on one of the bus stops that had an advertisement for Dawn of the Wolf, which was like a new fake movie coming out at the time of the apocalypse, if you will. And it's a total Twilight pun, and I thought it was pretty funny. So that kind of made me laugh. And then the only other one I really mentioned, I believe, that I'm kind of into is the God of War Ascension. So God of War, like from the demo, it looked like, you know, the same old God of War, but a little bit more gory, a little bit more clear, a little bit more agile, maybe, Kratos. But, you know, it's still good ripping violence of ripping heads off and stuff. So I think for me that's a rental, but how can you not love God of War? It's like a classic PS or Sony game, PlayStation game. So yeah, and then Nintendo. I guess I'm over 10 minutes, but well, Nintendo. Didn't watch too much. I just watched some of the recaps on like E3 and or on like IGN and other sites. But Wii U like doesn't excite me at all. Like, why would I want extra shit if I'm playing on a console or if I'm not playing on a console? Like, can't I just like use my DS or my iPhone or my iPad or whatever other thing to play games on when I'm not there? I guess the only cool thing is like the pick up and go type of thing, but that doesn't really interest me, and I don't have any interest in that. So to me, it's not that exciting. I'm not that big of a Nintendo fan. But the Wii Fit U is the only thing I'm really going to comment on. I mean, like, of course they're going to release the Mario games, and Mario's Mario, so it's not like it's anything new. Like, this whole conference is just like old and tired. It feels like we need more like exciting games. Like, come on, guys, we need exciting games, but not like Call of Duty 94 or like Wii Fit Generation 25. Like, no one cares. We need new stuff. Like, that's why sales are down. It's boring. Anyway, Wii Fit U looks kind of confusing because you're standing on the mat and then you're holding the controller. Like, I don't know. We'll see how that goes, though. I don't have a Wii Fit. I have a Wii, but I turn it on like once every year. So that's pretty much my rant on E3 this year for 2012. Hit me up with comments, or if you want to talk, always follow me on Twitter if you are into that. Strong Mustachio is my Twitter name, and I'm glad to be back, and I hope to update my blog more. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.